Now, today I chose to go to White's Hill, which is just nothing really, just a bunch of fields surrounded by some trees. The lady even that walks it every day and walks all around there just said to me that there aren't even any rocks here at all. I asked her if there's any rocky outcrops. And so I choose specific places for specific reasons. So on my sort of learning journey, I'm sort of very comfortable now with the different types of rocks and the minerals and classifying and all that sort of stuff. And so I'm starting to move on to the layers. And so what I'm doing is I'm working on what probably is the most important layer. And so that is the Nerangleigh Fernvale beds. And so if you can see this, the summary here. So what I've found very helpful, besides the book that I've been using by NC Stevens, is Wikipedia is actually really good at pulling up and summarizing information, and this particular website's great for getting the geological rock surface layers. And so you can see here that this Neranleigh Fernvale is the primary rock layer and by far the thickest one as well. And then there's just a few new layers that are quite thin on top. And so the most important layer to know is this one. And what's so special about this one is it's what is that? Accretionary formation or an accretionary complex or an accretionary prism, whatever. And you've just got to appreciate the scale of this sort of stuff. The scale of this sort of stuff is like 100, 200 kilometers. It's not some sort of small thing. It's enormous. And so what's actually happening is the crust is sort of getting created because the mantle is sort of ripping up, going underneath, subducting, and there's bits and pieces ripping up, and you can see they're at like almost vertical, and they're all twisted and folded. And so that's how you're going to recognize this one here, this Neranleigh Fernvale bed. And so I wanted to first of all get used to all the different types of rocks. So the rocks are here. So the main ones are grey wacky, and then the shale, mudstone, chert, jasper. And I've already, without realizing it, the super bended chert and quartzite is when I went up Mount Gravatt. And so I can show those pictures there. Um, and then I know I'm getting good at it now because I thought, hang on, I did notice that when I was looking for all my bottle trees in this sort of secret place. Um, and that was exactly what I saw, and it was vertical, and then I double checked it, and yes, bingo, it's exactly that. Um, and so I still want to do one more trip, specifically to try and get some proper grey wacky, and maybe even some really solid marine sediments, so some particles of fossils and stuff. So I want to do one more trip specifically to sort of feel like I've mastered the Nerangleigh Fernvale. So I've sort of got very confident that I can just see it and recognize it. Right now, it's not too bad. I did predict, okay, I know where I am now. I'm in the Nerangleigh Fernvale accretionary complex. I did guess that correctly for the Ormo bottle tree vicinity. Um, and even when I went there, like I could see the vertical, I could see the massive folding, I could see the slates, sorry, the shales, and some of them a little bit hard, and they were creating the slates. So White Seal was definitely spot on the money for the shale slates. I just want to look at a few of the ones that I haven't seen enough of. Um, and I think that'll be my last trip for Nerangleigh Fernvale rock types. And I've got other trips in mind. It's just to guide my learning journey, guide my progress in understanding geology. Okay, hope you're coming along with me, and that's actually helpful for you as well. You're learning as well.